Lubna and Pebble by Wendy Meddour is a tender and beautifully illustrated children's book that wraps a poignant story around a simple yet profound metaphor. A pebble. Yes, a pebble. This isn't your ordinary rock that sits in your driveway. This pebble is a confidant, a companion, and a beacon of hope for Lubna, a little girl whose life has been upended by displacement. With the vibrant illustrations of Daniel Egnius, the story leaps off the page, creating a symphony of emotions that will tug at even the most stoic of hearts. This is a story that doesn't shy away from difficult truths, yet presents them with a gentleness that's perfect for young readers. It's about resilience, friendship, and finding light even in the darkest of times. But let me warn you, this isn't one of those feel-good fairy tales where everyone lives happily ever after. It's deeper, richer, and far more human. Lubna's arrival and the power of Pebble. Lubna's story begins in a strange and unsettling place, a refugee camp. Meddour captures the stark reality of this environment not with heavy-handed descriptions, but through Lubna's eyes filled with both innocence and a quiet wisdom far beyond her years. As she steps into this unfamiliar world, she clutches her only treasure, her pebble. Now, before you dismiss Pebble as just another rock, let me tell you, it's no ordinary pebble. It's smooth, cool to the touch, and most importantly, it listens. Yes, Pebble listens to all of Lubna's worries, fears, and secrets. In a world that feels chaotic and unkind, Pebble becomes her anchor. Through Lubna's relationship with Pebble, Meddour introduces the concept of imaginative coping. It's a clever way to show how children navigate trauma, through creativity, through attachment to objects that provide them comfort. And Pebble? Pebble is a star truly, the entrance of friendship. Just when you think Lubna and Pebble are an unshakable duo, in walks Amir, a little boy whose curiosity is as big as his heart. Amir doesn't have a pebble, or anything close to it. What he does have, though, is an unspoken need for connection. Their friendship begins with small gestures, a shared laugh, a game played in the dirt, and an unspoken understanding that only children seem to master. Meddour paints this budding relationship with delicate strokes, reminding us that even in the most dire of circumstances, children will find a way to connect, to play, and to hope. But let's not forget Pebble. Pebble is there too, quietly observing, or so I imagine. Lubna introduces Amir to her cherished companion, and suddenly, it's not just her world that Pebble anchors, it's Amir's too. Pebble's big move. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that change is on the horizon. Lubna's father tells her they're moving to a new place, a better place. While this news should bring joy, it comes with a bittersweet twist. Lubna can't take Pebble with her. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had a pebble like that, I'd probably fight tooth and nail to keep it. But Lubna, in her quiet strength, does something extraordinary. She decides to leave Pebble for Amir. Why? Because she sees that Amir needs Pebble more than she does. This moment is both heartbreaking and beautiful. It's the kind of selfless act that makes you pause and think, how often do we hold on to things we don't really need, just because they make us feel safe? Lubna teaches us that sometimes, letting go is the greatest act of love. Themes that resonate. The brilliance of Lubna and Pebble lies in its layers. At first glance, it's a simple story about a girl and her pebble. But dig deeper, and you'll find a treasure trove of themes. Resilience. Lubna's ability to adapt to her new surroundings is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, especially in children. Friendship. The bond between Lubna and Amir is a reminder of how essential connection is, even in the toughest times. Empathy. Lubna's decision to leave Pebble for Amir highlights the importance of understanding and responding to the needs of others. Imagination as a coping mechanism. Pebble isn't just a rock. It's a symbol of hope and stability in an unstable world. Illustrations that speak. Daniel Egnius's illustrations are as much a part of the storytelling as the words themselves. His use of color and light creates an emotional landscape that complements Meddour's text perfectly. The refugee camp feels both stark and surreal, a place where reality and imagination blur. A perfect backdrop for Lubna's journey. The way Egnius brings Pebble to life, without actually giving it life, is genius. It's just a rock, yet it feels like a character in its own right. That's no small feat, let me tell you. Final thoughts. a small story with a big heart. Lubna and Pebble is more than just a children's book. It's a lesson in humanity. Wendy Meddour doesn't sugarcoat the challenges faced by displaced children, but she also doesn't dwell on despair. Instead, she shows us the power of hope, love, and resilience. This book is a gentle reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's light to be found. Sometimes in a pebble, sometimes in a friend, and sometimes in the simple act of giving. If you're looking for a story that will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even rethink the value of that random rock you found on the beach last summer, Lubna and Pebble is it. It's a story that sticks with you, much like a pebble in your shoe, but in the best possible way. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.